nightmares about a fox yelling at a snowman. So you can imagine characters as that if you like. Once my computer starts up. This is called Orange Peals. Peals spelled with an A, because I like the idea of an orange peeling out. Tired, tries behind it. Okay. Heavily salted, half-cooked french fries lay scattered across the linoleum. For a week, I tiptoed around them whenever I left the apartment, avoiding cleaning more skillfully than I avoided mushing them. There was a casualty or two per excursion, so only 3 had their guts out. The starch got mixed in with a sweaty, lurid foot yuck that crusted my old socks. Beach towels covered the window, so my screens, tablet, laptop, TV, phone, used simultaneously some days, never glared. On the brightest afternoon, the Ninja Turtle towel was illuminated by rays coming between woven fibers. The overhead lights stayed on, and the halogen bulbs were as regular as ramen, NyQuil, Cocoa Puffs, and plastic spoons. The lock of the door struggled in its jam. A key slid in, and the door swung hard, tearing the chain so it whipped against the wallpaper, leaving another mark. I didn't get up from my impression in the bed. The room stunk. It was more powerful than Febreze. How can anyone live like this? John said. He was a friend from high school, and until a few months ago, my coworker. The only important decision we make is when we wake up, whether or not we do, I said. How does anyone live? Maybe we give life purpose. We dig ourselves into debt with big houses and big lawns and luxuries and college educations so we can spend the rest of our lives climbing out of that hole through menial, unfulfilling work, and that keeps us occupied until we die of old age or a forklift accident or a big jump. I really don't know, man. It keeps me up, though. I'm talking about the clutter, he yelled. He dumped half a bottle of lavender-scented fabric softener onto the clothes that had been drying in the washer for a few days. The rest went in the toilet because I had no bleach. The hall reeks of your mildew. When was the last time you changed your sheets? They've got chocolate milk stains on that smell worse than your toilet. He tore down my towels and opened a window. If he could have found the fan buried beneath the mound of soda cans, he would have flipped it on, if he could bear knocking aside sticky aluminum and ants. What was that about a big jump? Nothing, I said, and refreshed my inbox. Just YouTube subscriptions, uploads, and Twitter alerts. Will Wheaton retweeted me last week. Do we need to see someone? John asked. I'm alright for now. Damn it, Stripes, clean up this mess or I'm burning it and sweeping up your ashes. Get a mop, get a towel. Don't use your pants as a sponge. They've got enough stains. I've had it. We're having a goddamn yard sale. And anything that's not stored away is going to be sold for a quarter, and I'm keeping them and buying all the gumballs I want. I said, but we live in an apartment. We don't have a yard. Through the night, he was in and out with armfuls. When I went for the toilet, I saw through the window how he made 2 piles under the street lamp, one for trash and one for selling. I wasn't sure which was which. He took clothes from the corner pile, things that were torn to nudity or too small. I had put on weight recently. Just a gut that kept me from flexing in the mirror, or wearing the jeans and boxers I've had since high school, and worn just fine till January. He also went through the closet and got anything with stains, missing stitches, or holes. I was left with a few pair of dress socks. What am I to wear? I asked. New clothes. Can you shop the Goodwill online? No. Then I can't afford more than a shirt with buttons. Used dental floss peeled from dishes I had left on the nightstand as he sanitized the penicillin. Not without a job, he said. And don't tell me this teaching online is a job. You get 10 hours a month? A week, usually. So why can't you pay your own rent? Why do I have to cover it? Or why did we get 2 apartments? I would have been happy taking the couch. When you insisted I take it to my own apartment, with my own bed and my own rent. I told him, I've got student loans. They take about half. This job is keeping you fat, so why is it draining my account? John had paid my rent since I got fired from our ESL school. He had followed me to Zanzibar, then here. He had a decent job offer at a public school in the States, our former middle school. Not teaching the subject he liked, but any job paid better than this. And he could have lived with his parents and saved money in Illinois. Instead, he followed me here. I thought we'd have Tuesday taco nights and play games for 5 hours. But you only wanted to play, not even in the same room. 100 feet from each other, we'd be playing online using voice chat, or worse, text. I could hear your raging across the hall. John hauled crusty dishes outside, and he put up a poster on the street lamp. For sale, as is, 25 cents. He left a payment jar on the chest-side table of Little Caesar's pizza boxes. When he came back, he said, "We both know this bullshit. You should have been fired. Everyone knew it. But the one time you pissed off someone that wasn't me, it was some investor in the school. You didn't even get your ticket paid, so we sold our couch to get back to the States. And all because you got gaga over Richie's daughter. Arranged marriages are a big deal, you know." "I still talk to her," I said. "Is that why you're not taking any of those jobs I found for you?" "I can't do 9 to 5. With the time difference, we'd only get an hour." "Well, she's gone." Most people don't set an alarm for sunrise to talk for 4 hours to someone they've never seen naked. I shut my laptop. It had been cooking my lap. Most people aren't imprisoned by their families either. The doorbell echoed through the room, and the neighbors heard through the musty wallpaper. It was the mute from 301, holding my faded and frayed Superman bathrobe that had been chucked in a pile with the bed sheets and OJ bottles and other trash. The mute guy had to stoop to get through doorways, and that rope was already small on me. He shoved $1 towards John, who took it, but the guy wanted change. "I don't have any," John said. "Just take it, free of charge." He shut the door on the mute, who was slipping on his new purchase. When the guy came back with another item, John told him, take it all." But the guy kept coming, and on the 4th trip, John demanded $1 as an annoyance charge. An old lady picked through Lego sets, old notebooks, movie posters, tangled headphones, novelty hats, tumblers with coffee-crusted grooves that sealed in the wreath, and a sketchbook. Not mine, but a gift. Full of me, crumpled from frustration, but precious still. "She's looking at the sketchbook," I said, staying at the window. "You only saw because you have to piss. You couldn't be fucked to stop me from taking it to sale. You just sat in your depression in the bed and watched me carry out your only memento." I reminded him, "Last time, you just took the stuff to your room. And now the lady's going to put a quarter in the jar and run off. Why would she want those? I mean, they're just sketches of me and Priya." "You'd really risk it?" he asked. "Just go tell her it's not for sale." "I've got backups, photos. Even if I lose the computer, they're emailed to 3 accounts. I can always find them, even if she takes the book. Maybe she's an art critic. She'll make them famous, come seeking the artist, she'll have connections. We can go get Priya." "They're the originals," he said. He held up his pinched fingers, but I couldn't see the wavy black strand. "Look what I found in it. Her hair. As gross as year-old hair is, it's part of her. All that's left of those drawings. The scent of her faded, so you're left with dead hair." "She's not gonna take them. Why would she?" I asked. The doorbell rang and he went for it. The little girl at the bell kept pressing it until he opened up while yelling at me. "Because they're a quarter and half that sketch pad is fucking blank." "Sorry," he said, looking at the girl and her mom. "Are these for sale?" the child asked. "Yes." "And these?" "Yeah, all of it is." "Even this?" "Everything!" John slammed the door. God, can you believe the nuts in this place? I think she's taking them. I think she's actually taking the drawings. My nose stretched the window screen. So yell down and stop her. Or chase her. You can catch a hobbling old lady. Don't get her, would you? You put the stuff out there, so it's gotta be you. You've gotta get it. It's all trash to me. I was really panicking now. She's taking her drawings, John. Go get them. I lost sight of her when she went by the front door, and I pressed so hard into the screen it slid out, crashing on the pile of trash, it scared the little girl's mom. "This too?" the little girl asked. "If you want the sketch pad, you have to get it," John told me, and pulled out his phone as he sat on my bare floor, cross-legged. I need those. I'm sure you can give her a refund. John, go. Leave the apartment for once. I can't. Our yelling didn't bother the browsers. Their quarters clinked into the jars, then got rattled around when the homeless wandered past. John put down his phone and looked at me and just shook his head. He left me alone, left me to sweat for the night with mosquitoes flying in the open window and even a bee that distracted me for an hour till it stung me and the antihistamines put me in a coma. I thought the morning songbirds would come in too, but instead John did. He threw the sketchbook on the floor. It slid open to a disgusting year-old strand, bookmarking the first blank page. Thanks. He had his rolling suitcase behind him. It bumped across the hall's uneven planks of hardwood flooring. I got a job in Springfield, he said. I meant to tell you soon, just some entry-level assistantship, but apartments are cheaper and I found a roommate, so don't worry about your rent. You've got the year paid in advance. His exasperated voice was like one long sigh. He left his keys to my place and his. Take what you need. I think some of your stuff is still by the light if you want it. Okay? When you're ready for more tacos and video game nights, call me, all right? You'll fly out here for tacos? I asked, still sunk into my bed, but feeling pretty right. I don't think they're that good. No, I won't, he said. Oh, right, of course. I said see you later, and he said goodbye, and he left, and I told Priya all about it when she got on Skype. I'm glad you're online and all. I'd be mental without you, she typed. But maybe you should go after him. Have one more breakfast before he's off. Make it something delicious, okay? And then tell me all about it. I can, I told her. Even if she didn't get it. Not really. You're pretty upset now. Well, he's being a jerk for leaving. I mean, he should have at least told you so you two could have had a proper goodbyes and were talked it out. Maybe you could have gone with him, roomed with him in Springfield. You can teach from there, right? There was the uncomfortable silence of waiting. She waited for the pencil to stop going so she didn't interrupt, and I was just typing up nonsense that I had deleted. Finally, I sent. People just get tired of trying to code. And it upset her pretty bad because she thought I was talking about her. But I wasn't, and I swore I wasn't. And she would have been angry most days. But she just said okay, and things went on like always.